Oh, the lawn care? Uh-huh.
The guy got arrested.
Sad.
Oh, the guy that got arrested. Yeah, that was sad. Yeah, that was sad. Because he couldn't afford to. He couldn't do it physically, and he couldn't afford to something. Sent him to jail for
What
it.
is America coming to? Really?
Like, I get it. It's a homeowners association agreement. I get the homeowners association agreement, but there's two different kinds of court. There's civil, and then there's criminal court. You're not supposed to go to prison or jail when you go to civil court. And I can't imagine that was a crime. That would be a civil matter. That wouldn't be a crime. I don't know why he went to jail.
And you know what else is sad? He's probably lived in that fucking house forever. They're making him pay homeowners association fees. And he's old and he can't take care of his lawn anymore, so then he has to, on top of paying for the association fees, he has to pay for a gardener.
Well,
No wonder why he can't fucking afford it.
this is America. I'm sure. I don't mean this insultingly. Most people don't know this. One of the founding principles of America is that you don't go to prison for debt. Before America, the 15, 16, 1700s, if you owed someone money for too long, that was illegal, and you would get locked up and sent to prison for that. One of the founding principles of America was that you couldn't be imprisoned for debt because it doesn't make sense. Let's say I owe you $10 million. You really, really want your $10 million back, and I've owed it so long that it's broken the law. I then get arrested. I can't earn the money to pay you back while I'm in jail. It doesn't make sense at all. But that's what they did to that poor guy. Doesn't make sense. You can't lock someone up for owing money because then they can't make money.
The best I can do in jail is like, what, pizza now?
Yeah. Before America, debtor's prison in England were a big thing. Everybody got locked up for owing everybody. You would just do time every once in a while. Didn't pay your credit card bill, you do a week in prison. And I'm talking about like 1635 prison. Probably not raped in the ass, but maybe murdered in your sleep for no reason.
Yeah. But like when you get out, is it like you're debt free or you still owe that debt?
Probably still owe the debt, but I don't remember that. I'm talking about 10th grade history here.
Yeah, yeah. Whenever you do like, okay, I'm out, I still owe the debt. Like 2 weeks later,
And now I have a criminal record.
Right? Right, going back to jail. Oh, but you fucked up my life. I got fired.
Now we have a criminal record.
and he's gonna be in and out of jail.
Like,
This over and over.
I had a really good job. I was going to pay you back, but I got fired because I went to jail, and now I'm screwed. Right? It doesn't make sense. It's a founding principle of America. It's one of the good ones. You should read the Constitution sometime. It's really good stuff. None of it applies anymore.
It's like some douchebag saying, well, that doesn't really mean that.
Yeah. You're
That means this.
You're unpatriotic for reading that like it says.
Yeah.
What?
Now you're a terrorist.
Twist it in like. Well, I don't understand how someone can twist something so much. Like
The Constitution specifically allows us to use guns, so we can use it against the government. I apologize. I was being too loud. I'm sorry.
Come on.
The Constitution specifically allows us to have guns, so we can use them against the government.
That night, was there anything out of the ordinary?
I'm not complaining, I just feel bad. end of the 90s. I don't like them. It's like generic, hard-ish, but safe rock.
I've heard the Black Crowes.
They were MTV popular in the 90s. I actually don't remember exactly what they are, other than you'd think they were hardcore, but it's MTV, so yeah. I don't remember the blues or the peace symbol. Maybe I never listened to the Black Crowes. I don't think this is their typical stuff. If that's even them.
So I'm never answering the phone at 6 o'clock.
Why would you ever have answered the phone at 6 o'clock in the morning?
Because I was half asleep.
And see, my first reaction is, fuck you, sleeping. I have to be fully awake to override that.
I was half asleep, my grandma was up, I didn't sleep early, and she was going, who's calling, you know, and I'm going, I don't know.
I thought that Time Warp Trio, I was like, oh cool, that show Time Warp where they slow shit down, like they film shit with a high-speed camera and it's all cool slow-mo. And I was like, cool, and it's like some stupid cartoon. I was like, oh, Trio, oh, wait.
Oh, that other show's pretty cool, though. Time Warp?
Time Warp, yeah.
I dig that show.
Did you go back to bed this morning, Gary? You got up at 6?